currently have a Tesla Y. I'm considering upgrading to the new 2026 Model Y. Don't particularly like having to change from park to drive without the stick shift or the lever. It's only changeable on the screen, meaning you can only move from park, drive, reverse on the actual touchscreen. 96 comments on this post.
Yep, 96 comments. And most of the comments are that it does it for you. Like Sean says, mostly it just does this for you. But Chris agrees. He says, I'm not a fan of having everything on the screen. And that's my concern too. But I'll tell you what I didn't realize until I read through these comments is that there is an auto shift mode. Do you have auto shift mode enabled on your car, Rod? So it automatically knows to shift from reverse to drive?
Mine automatically goes into park, but it does not. I I always do going into reverse and drive manually. I need to play with that, but it does automatically go into park when I push the brake. I actually had a valet uh guy pulled my car up the other day, and he's sitting there and he wouldn't get out of the car, and I walk over, he's like, "How do you put this thing in park?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Let off the
It's
brake.
already in park, you know."
Seth says, I use auto shift. That's what it's called. It's correct 98% of the time. You don't touch anything but the brake pedal and the steering wheel. So that's all you have to touch. But
I gotta try that. I gotta figure out how to do that.
yeah, and that's most of these comments are people who were saying just let it do it for you, and it's right almost all of the time, and you don't ever have to touch the screen. And that's something that I didn't understand, the auto shift, but I like a stalk, and that's one of the reasons that I got a 2020, uh, you know, performance Model X. Is I wanted one with the stalk, and I wanted one without the cabin camera. I just again my preference. But for those who do have a newer stalkless Tesla, I do want to mention that Enhance Auto, they sell these incredible stalks that allow you to program it to you can program it to be a blinker. You can put two of them in there, one for drive to park and controlling the shifting, and one for blinker. So they can solve any of those issues for you, and they operate seamlessly. They're easy to install. And our friends at Enhance Auto actually offer a 10% discount to anyone that's in the Tesla Tips group that just puts in code Tesla Tips when you're checking out. So there's a place to put in a promo or a discount code and just put in Tesla Tips, one word, TESLATIPS, and it will give you 10% off. So we appreciate those guys for offering that to our group. And so use that code Tesla Tips to get 10% off.
I did want to mention a recent survey that Volkswagen's, I can't remember if it was their CEO or their head of their EV division, but they did a really large study, and they have found that consumers at large do love buttons and levers and knobs over just having a touch screen. And he said as they move more into the EV space, they're not going to give up on the buttons, levers, and knobs based on real customer feedback. And so that's going to be an interesting thing to watch as we move, into the future, and just to see where the market takes us. Tesla's obviously kind of committed themselves to that more of that touchscreen experience. I know when my dad got his Rivian originally, he was kind of annoyed that he had to do everything on the screen. And so I think to your point, Tori, it's just a preference thing, but I can speak just like Ivan does here that I was a button knob lever kind of guy, and I've gotten really used to it. And it's spoiled me, and I like it. And I do also have to admit, I just like that clean, minimalistic design